30 days. Think about it. If I can quit on this, then was it really my purpose? If I can let this go, then was it really my purpose? Was it my God-given talent? Was it what I wanted to do, or was it what God purposed me to do? But it also requires me to go to God. It requires me to go in prayer. It requires me to go back to the source. Because when I go back to the source, don't you think if this is what he purposed you to do, he'll give you the finances? He'll give you the strength. He'll give you the wisdom. He'll give you the help. He'll give it to you. So why would you not go back to him and say, I'm hurting right now. My finances are tight right now. I don't know where any new clients are going to come from right now. Why wouldn't you go back to him and say that? Because this is also a time where he can promote you in the midst of what everybody else is going through. In the midst of where people are, like I even when I look at the different careers that you have, the different jobs that you have, this is a time where you can be promoted. Because other people weren't ready for this. We weren't ready for this. But in this season, you've been conditioned not to be in fear. You've been conditioned not to stop. You guys know I've been repeating to you Numbers 13 and 30. We are well able to take the land. We're not stopping. We only stop when we are told to stop. And that was why it was so significant for y'all to hear that this morning. Because God gave you this job. He gave you this purpose. So if you go to him, is he going to tell you that you can quit? I even think about Esther. And she sent back to Mordecai like, yo, Mordecai, do you know what happens when somebody goes to the king without being invited? But maybe you were called for such a time as this because there's something you have that people need. Then you have to go back and say, what am I standing on? And don't stand on something just because it's popular. Don't stand on something just because that's what everybody is standing on, or that's what other people said is the thing to do. Or I've learned in this season, I need to stand on what's going to work for me and my family and my business. What's going to work for us? What am I standing on? So in a time where parents are frustrated because their kids are home, I'm having a blast. You know why? Because I love my children. And I want them to succeed. And so if that means we got to homeschool for a month, let's get it. I can't tell you how it has completely changed my schedule at home. It's changed my home. But because I want to see them succeed, I'm not going to allow, what they need to fall by the wayside. I'm going to do what needs to be done. And I'm going to find my way to enjoy it. We did virtual field trips and all types of other stuff. And even in this time, I've still been able to encourage others and support others. And listen, I'm excited. What are you standing on? Are you standing on past hurts? And this is a reality check for somebody. Are you standing on past hurts? Are you standing on past pain? Are you standing on frustration? Are you standing on fear? What are you standing on? Because whatever you're standing on is going to be what you're putting your children on as well. It's going to be what you're putting your clients on as well. So if I'm fearless in this time, then my clients are going to be fearless. Because whatever I got is going to overflow. It's going to overflow. And that's the type of business that will flourish beyond where we are right now. How much do you value what it is that you're doing? Like, this should be the thing that wakes you up in the morning. It should give you some joy. How much do you value it? Are you giving it time and attention? Are you going ahead and setting aside time in your day to work on this thing? Are you going and asking questions? Are you asking for help so you can do better in this thing? This is a great time for us to go and get certifications. This is the great time for us to go and go back into our trainings and listen in on things. This is the perfect time for it. So I've been going in and I've been listening to the trainings, and I've been going and I've been um, getting certifications and different things. And why? Because this is the time to strengthen us. Because I value my business, I'm strengthening the things I need to do for my business. Because I value my family, we had a conversation, and we're strengthening what we're doing as a family. This is the time to strengthen, not the time to fall apart. So spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, how are you strengthening yourself? I was looking at a video that Tierra posted in the group for Fit Friday in the free Facebook group, and she said your core affects everything else. And that spoke on so many different levels, because it's the core that affects our posture. It affects how we walk. It affects so many things within us, but guess what? The core of who we are spiritually affects us. The core of who we are mentally affects us. So we got to get back to working on that core and making sure our core is fit. If we're not willing to do the work, then I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a rocky 30 days. And then even after that, it's going to be rough. It is. It's definitely going to be rough. We got to understand that things are working out in our favor. They are. Take advantage of opportunities. Things are working out in your favor. Don't allow anybody to tell you otherwise. There's somebody who needs you. Are you going to be the one to step up? So this week, you guys know I've been doing podcast interviews. I've been doing trainings in Facebook groups. I've still been getting in front of my audience. I've been doing a lot and getting feedback and getting calls. You guys know that I did the meeting for our for the book anthology this week. And they're like waiting. They're like, okay, just all I need is one link. That's it. I just need the link. I didn't stop. I became deliberate. Very, very deliberate. Even in how we're doing the book anthology, very deliberate. This is where we are. And so I didn't miss any opportunities this week. I took advantage of every opportunity possible. And I even had somebody reach out to me and say, they were like, oh, I didn't, I haven't seen you go live. I just wanted to check in, see how everything was going. I said, everything's going fine. I said, I'm just adjusting to a new normal. I'm good. I said, I'm homeschooling, new schedules. I'm adjusting to a new normal. I am going to be able to go back and start doing my lives early in the morning again. I'm going to have to do them early, though, like mad early. So that way I don't, because yeah, that's the only way I'm going to be able to do things and still function in a house with 4 teenagers, 3 in high school and 1 in college. We don't have to be fearful in this time. We don't. And I know every time we turn on the news, every time we turn on our laptops, tune in to social media, you see so many things that's negative, but I challenge you to look for the positive. I've seen people doing parades, drive-by parades for family members to say happy birthday, and leaving notes with pictures from people to say happy birthday or happy anniversary. Like, seek out the good. I've seen, literally, there was one place where it was the fire department and the police department that did a parade for a young lady for her birthday. Like, see the good, be the good, see the good. I've been able to do little things here and there for people, even in my own city, in my own little town. Be the good, see the good. Shift your perspective. It's needed, because it's hard for somebody to be positive if all you see is negativity. It's hard for somebody to stay up when you got everybody trying to knock you down. And even in this time, I encourage you now more than ever, take advantage of the power hours. Tandy's been doing power hours so that way y'all can get focused, so y'all can get things moving, so you are not stagnant in this season. It's crazy, because I was like, do y'all realize we didn't even have a winter? Like, so many other things are changing that we aren't even paying attention to right now. We didn't even have a winter, y'all. We didn't even have snow. We only had light flurries this winter. But that's not a topic of discussion right now. Like, there are places right now that are like dealing with earthquakes, that are dealing with tornadoes, and we're only barely seeing information about them. So that's keep bringing it back to God. Keep standing before Him. What does your worship time look like? Something that I put in place with my kids is, I said, the first thing you do when you wake up should not be touching your phone to look on social media. It should be touching your phone to go to the Bible app. It should be going and reading. I said, now I've gone to a point where I'm no longer just reading scriptures. I'm reading chapters, because I want to get a better understanding. And that goes deeper into getting that better understanding. So I want to read chapters of different books of the Bible, and or different books of the actual Bible, just reading the whole book, going through Daniel, going through Job, going through Ezekiel, and really getting that deeper understanding. Because when we look at what, come on, history repeats itself. When you go through the book and you see what they went through, and you look at where we are, and you say, but they still made it through. But they made it through. We will make it through. It's dependent upon what you do in these next 30 days. So that's what I have for you guys this morning. I'm excited. I know other people, like I said, right now are frustrated. I'm not. Y'all got this. Y'all got this. So that's y'all. Listen, you may have to go and put this thing on repeat because we are well able to take the land. That part.